Ja, mein Name ist Klaus John. Ich bin Geschäftsführer.
My name is Klaus John. I am the Managing Director of Medical Fellows KG, which is based near Hildesheim in Bad Salzuflen. We are a company that has been selling medical devices in Germany for many years. Among other things, we also sell jet lavage systems. For example, vacuum cleaning systems, which are required in the field of orthopedics, traumatology, and endoprosthetics. We have been selling jet lavage for many years, but we are not the only distributors. Many companies obtain the jet lavage system from China, as we do currently. There are some suppliers who offer this product in Europe also.
Wir sind eben, wie gesagt, eine von vielen Firmen, die auch.
As already mentioned, we are one of the many companies that buy products from Chinese suppliers and sell them. There has always been a problem with the fact that you have to order such products in large quantities, and that you have to ship them by sea. Of course, this creates waiting times and concerns about whether the delivery will arrive on time. An important aspect was whether it's still up to date and correct to sell such a single-use product.
Ein Single-Use-Produkt mit Batterien, mit Motoren.
As a result, we got together with UTK and Maha Medical, a producer here in Germany, and we started reducing the share of single-use products. Olaf Tizes from UTK was energetic to implement this project and said he could also carry it out. Then I thought it would also be a good idea and we should start to get this project started. This was a starting point for Blue Lavage.
Geschichte, dann lass uns doch mal loslegen und so ein Projekt starten. Das war der Startschuss zur Blue Lavage. Wenn man mal
If we now follow the thought associated with Blue Lavage, we believe that we have actually created the first product that is designed to be more environmentally friendly without losing comfort or medical quality. We believe that we have set a milestone with the Blue Lavage, that this environmentally focused design works.
Qualitätsverluste etc. Und dann glauben wir, dass wir mit der Blue Lavage.
So if you think about it in some areas, you realize that you can often improve something. We've set a milestone with the Blue Lavage, and there will certainly be other products that can be improved to bring the environmental concept forward.
Und es werden mit Sicherheit auch weitere Produkte folgen, wo man genau gucken kann, kann man das.
Of course, this is an extremely important aspect, especially nowadays with avoiding waste and avoiding electronic waste. That is the end goal.
Elektroschrottvermeidung, das ist ein großes Ziel gewesen. Für uns ein ganz wichtiger Ansatz ist natürlich.
A very important approach for us is of course the MDR 2020. When we started the project, nothing was heard of the MDR 2020, so we didn't know what was going to happen. Now, of course, we are all the more grateful that we started pushing ahead with this development years ago in time for the MDR 2020. This means that we cannot say at all whether the products coming from China, for example, will actually be approved as part of the MDR 2020 next year, or whether they will also meet these criteria. And we don't know how our competitors' products look like. Here we see little progress by them in this area at the moment.
Da sehen wir momentan wenig Bewegung in dem Bereich. Wir sind aber dankbar.
We are grateful that we already have the product that meets the requirements for the time being. At MDR 2020, all criteria has been met. We can assume that some other products from other companies may not meet this requirement. A very important aspect, especially for us as a company, is that our product meets the approval criteria. In the past, the manufacturer was always held liable for the product defect. So if we now take the jet lavage that we sell, I do not want to claim that it is not approved because it would have made us irrelevant as a company 2 to 3 years ago if something had happened because our product did the damage. So the product liability from the company in China from which we bought from could have been passed on negatively to us. But with the MDR 2020, this will change drastically because retailers and distributors can no longer say that they didn't know about it because they are also responsible for only forwarding products and that they are certain that these products meet the criteria of the MDR 2020.
Und das können wir wiederum mit der Blue Lavage eindeutig sagen. Deswegen sind wir so dankbar.
And again, we can be sure about the Blue Lavage. That is why we are so grateful that we have now finished this product in time, because we have met the criteria for MDR 2020. We are also currently interested in the fact that the success of the Blue Lavage is probably a major breakthrough. We noticed it and also felt that when we talked to the customer for the first time, many of them were immediately energetic and thought it would be a good idea. This means that it is very clear to the surgical staff, doctors, and hospital owners that we have a problem with the amount of garbage that we produce.
zusammenfasst, die verkauft werden, dann reden wir, glaube ich, über einen Daumen hochgerechnet über Batterien.
You have to extrapolate that if you sell the jet lavage models in Germany together, then I think we're talking about 2.5 million battery pieces and 53 tons of electronic waste. You can avoid that. This means that our customers are highly sensitive to this topic and say that it is a good idea to test the blue lavage system. I simply believe that the success of this product is a real breakthrough. Another aspect of the blue lavage is that the electronic motors are integrated in the drive unit, so that the system is recharged, no batteries are disposed of, and no electric motors are simply thrown away. This is a very important aspect with regard to the further developments in Europe, legislation, etc., because we do not know how the electronic waste regulation will actually look like in 2 years. This means that small motors also have to be disposed of separately. Many of them are inside the infusion systems, but these are outside the operative area, which means they go into the medical technology, so I have to dispose of them separately. But if you now look at the contaminated plastic product that contains the whole motor, which now has to be opened and the motor to be disposed of separately, then I think you will also reach reasonable limits at some point in the hospital. No one can expect that. It is not feasible. However, all of this is not necessary with the blue lavage because the used drive units are sent back to the manufacturer. They check the drive units, and if they are no longer repairable or usable, they are disposed of properly from there. That means the hospital is completely out of the waste disposal and actually only has to empty the plastic housing with really high quality medical plastic, which leaves no residue even when burned.
Zu entsorgen. Und das ist ein ganz, ganz großer Aspekt.